What's going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today is January the 8th. I want to give you a quick pre-market update, go over some of the hot movers and what big money is doing today. Before we get into any of that, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, as far as data points, you have a couple of things coming out. So initial jobless claims was moved up to today, as well as FOMC minutes later today at 1 o'clock. Markets closed tomorrow, so just kind of keep that in mind. You might have some volatility during power hour, but essentially the FOMC minutes, the last two instances of that, kind of came in line with expectations, kind of reconfirmed what the market was thinking. So it didn't really cause all that much volatility. If anything, it actually caused the market to go up a little bit. As of right now, though, futures are somewhat mixed. So Dow is down 0.18, S&P it is flat, and then NASDAQ is down 0.05. So not necessarily the best. The pre-market overnight, it was actually doing relatively okay, and then it just dropped roughly around that 3 a.m. mark. But going into today, fear and greed index is under the fear category. Again, this might be broken, so take that into consideration. But I feel like so far today, from what I can see, this is somewhat accurate. But getting right to it, SoFi is down 1.74%. A lot of different attributing factors to SoFi, but I think the largest is just what the Feds recently said about just market evaluations, and as well in SoFi's case, on a technical level, it was poised to really push down. So kind of watch my dedicated SoFi video if you have further questions. I go over a lot of the key points to really watch for, and SoFi right now is kind of testing one of those. So just kind of stay tuned for that. 12.94% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 137.94 million shares overall are being shorted. Last two trading days, for whatever reason, shorts haven't done jack all. They've increased both, but roughly around like 20 to 50,000 each. So that is a very, very small amount. So I feel like they are kind of up to something. I don't know if you can actually organize and be up to something, but it just feels very, very odd. But aside from that, with it at 1467, it is trading between these 2 points, so this pivot and this S1. 1483 is going to be that next strong kind of resistance slash target. That was going to be one of the key levels that SoFi really needed to stay above today. Flip side, 1401, and so that's going to be the next strong support. If that is broken, then so is that 50-day moving average, and in theory and historically, SoFi does pull back roughly around 20% every time it does break below that 50-day moving average. So it is kind of walking a very thin line right now. But aside from that, RGTI, a lot of just quantum and computing stocks, not necessarily doing all the best, especially based on what NVDA stated, what the CEO Jensen stated, how it's not coming anytime soon. So that's kind of bursting the bubble a little bit. Down 23.33% right now. It's not that heavily shorted, so 14.51% given the circumstances, but with what was stated, I feel like shorts will be very, very active today. So just kind of anticipate that. 36.5 million shares overall are being shorted, and you can kind of see just based on what shorts have been doing, they've been maintaining their position, but yet the stock price has been going up like crazy. So shorts are very stubborn, and even though they haven't been increasing, they've been maintaining their position. So that does insinuate that they have deep pockets. So they might be doubling down today. So kind of just stay tuned for that. Aside from that, with it at 1407, it is trading between this S2 and this S3. 1423 is going to be the next strong target slash resistance. 1195 is going to be the next strong support. Given what was stated, I don't feel like there is any reason for anyone to buy this unless you feel that maybe they are wrong and hype and momentum will continue. But based on everything, it looks like hype is diminishing quite a lot. At the same time, fear and greed index, I think today this is somewhat accurate for the first time in a while. So fear and greed index is definitely going to play a part in day-to-day trading today. But aside from that, QSI, so another one linked to what was stated. So that one is down 15.59%. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of companies follow QSI and start to do issuances, take advantage of where they are price point level wise, and I think that will just escalate the downtrend a little bit more. But as far as shorts goes, it is on the threshold list. 16.3% of the free float is being shorted. It's been on the threshold list ever since, actually fairly recently, looks like January the 6th. So I don't anticipate any craziness to happen as a byproduct of that, but shorts have been really getting in, unlike RGTI where they've been maintaining. A couple of things with it at 298, it is trading between this R1 and the pivot. So 381 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. 264 is going to be a strong support. So kind of just stay tuned for that. Ticker FUBO. Oddly, I've never really been a fan of them. Honestly, I bought puts against them because I just didn't see it feasible at these levels whatsoever, especially based on the news. Yes, it's a lot of money coming in for it to have this evaluation. That's absolutely insane. So this one, I feel like the hype is slowly diminishing, and it will really pull back to roughly around that $3 range. Oddly, a lot of the options, a lot of people are thinking like myself that there is going to be a pullback with this to at least the $3 range. So that's what big money is feeling. At the same time, I think just retail was really, really rallying behind this and causing it to go higher, but I think in reality that will be short-lived. But 13.39% of the free floats being shorted, works out to be 43.82 million shares overall are being shorted. And shorts have been somewhat lingering for a while. They've been returning somewhat as well. So it went from 10.58% to the peak of roughly 13.83, and so they're kind of returning a little bit right now, but just anticipate them to probably take advantage of the downtrend a little bit. I'm surprised that they didn't actually double down with the price actually appreciating as much as it did, but yeah, let me know your viewpoint on that. With it at 492 though, it is trading between these 2 points, so it's R1 and the pivot. 446 is going to be the next strong target or support level, and then 532 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So you never know, market could turn with good data today, and then this could continue to move higher. But in my opinion, and I think based on the consensus from the options, there's a little bit more downside. So once again, do whatever floats your boat. And last but not least, ticker ABSI just announced a partnership with AMD. AMD as a byproduct, maybe not because of just that, but AMD is pulling back quite a lot today. Flip side, this stock is up 37.79%. So this is that news. So they announced a strategic investment to accelerate the future of AI drug discovery. So pretty good stuff. 18.05% of the free floats being shorted. Short's been getting in a little bit more with this company, but they might be fairly active, because you can kind of see that their price action, or at least their activity, shorts' activity, does coincide a little bit more with the price action. So given the fact that it might be going up today, you might see shorts kind of mimic that and really try to suppress it. Right now with it at 403 right now though, it is trading between these 2 points, so this R3 and this R2. When I was preparing for this video, it was sitting on this R3, so it's gone down quite a lot since then. 378 is going to be the next strong support. 453 is going to be the next strong resistance / target, and it did bounce off of that general area. I'll see if it was higher than that pre-market, and yes, it was slightly, so roughly 475 the high. So let me know your thoughts on a lot of these stocks. I feel like given everything that's been coming out, regardless, even if there is good data, a lot of people might be taking profits today. And especially with tomorrow being closed and whatever else. So let me know your viewpoint. What are you buying? What are you selling? What's your overall thoughts on, for instance, what Jensen said about obviously quantum in general not coming anywhere anytime soon? So yeah, what's your viewpoint? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon where I give buy signals on stocks, options, and crypto. Many of them have been absolute bangers, so pop over there and take a look. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.